Welcome to another edition of Lakeville City Council Wrap-Up. During this program, we will highlight the agenda items presented to the Lakeville City Council at their November 7th, 2016 meeting. First highlighted item on the agenda is item number 5B, Parks and Recreation Quarterly Report. And to provide the background information on this agenda item is Parks and Recreation Director John Hennon.
Thank you again, Mayor and City Council. Similar to what's happening in our community and other departments, has been a busy quarter for the Park and Rec Department. We just got done talking about the Land of Amazement Playground, which again we opened up here in the last month. So again, that was a very successful program, and if you haven't been, or project, and if you haven't been by there on a nice day, you'll see all the kids that are out there and the cars that are parked in the parking lot, and it's terrific to see all the people that are participating in that, taking part of that or advantage of that new playground. Besides the, again, the Land of Amazement, we also constructed a dog park at Ritter Farm Park this past couple months. It's 5 acres in size, 4 acres for an all-breed area, and 1 acre for the small breed area. We had a ribbon cutting ceremony on September 29th. Several dogs and their owners were there. Chuck and Don's, which adopted the dog park, were also in attendance. They gave out some treats and balls to the dogs that were in attendance, so it was a great event, and again, that is a successful project as well. Other park projects included the replacement of a playground at Oak Shores Park and also the tennis court and basketball reconstruction. We've received a number of emails and comments about the new playground there, so that's being utilized as well. And if you recall, we had a joint powers agreement and joint effort to replace the playground at Quail Meadows Park, which is next to North Trail Elementary. You can see we have a new spider web climber there, and what was added also was the swings that are in the back of the picture there, and that's heavily used as well. The previous playground did not have a swing, so that was a nice added feature. Other park projects include the construction of Summerlin Park. Neighborhood park just northwest of here includes open green space area for play, trail system, a shelter, a basketball court, and a new playground as well. And if you again go by there on a nice summer evening or a nice evening, you'll see a lot of folks participating there as well. King Park irrigation. If you recall, earlier in the year we installed some lights at 3 of the ball fields at King Park, and now we just completed the installation of irrigation system at 2 of the ball fields, taking advantage of the stormwater pond that's part of the Dodd Boulevard reconstruction project. So 4 of the fields have been irrigated, and with our CIP that we've submitted to the council in I think 2018 or 19, plans are to install irrigation on the other 4 fields. Park maintenance worked with the contractor and also Lakeville Baseball Association to renovate the ball field at Steve Machad Park. This is the 13th ball field that the LBA and the city worked together on to reconstruct over the last 4 or 5 years. Next year we want to start working on some softball fields, but this is a great joint effort between the 2 organizations to improve our facilities. On the recreation side, we had safety camp in early August. For ages 8 and 9, they learned about a variety of topics, including animal safety, 911, dispatching, pedestrian safety, and much more. Also had the puppet wagon going out this summer. Had over 2,100 visitors attending puppet shows during the 7-week program, so that was a successful program as well. Along with the Whodunit hike out at Ritter Farm Park. A couple new programs in recreation. We had the Tiny Twirlers program, along with the Tiny Tigers karate class and the Tiny's Tots turf soccer. So a lot of events for the tiny folks in our community, along with some fall tennis camps. So it was a busy couple of months. Also on the recreation side, we had the Haunted Forest, and that is a big special event that was held on October 22nd this year. The weather was fantastic. It was a record number of spook stations, volunteers, and attendees. They were parked 3 or 4 blocks away from Steve Machad Park that night. They were able to take advantage of the Land of Amazement, utilizing a trick-or-treat sale, trail. And kudos goes to Patty Dexter and Casey Robinson for organizing that terrific event. At the Arts Center, we had the Arts Festival, September 17th and 18th. And we also had a number of artists at that event, 83 to be exact. That's the largest number of exhibitors that we've had at the Arts Festival since the Arts Center has been open. And the community art project this year was to paint a 6-foot moose sculpture outlined with a geometric pattern. And again, individuals were able to paint that moose, as you can see. We are finishing, doing the final touches on the moose. We have to put a little clear coat on that character, and then we are going to display him at the Pioneer Plaza in the near future. Also at the Arts Center, we had the Expressions Community Theater. They did quite well this past year. They had a 105% increase from ticket sales compared to 2015 for their shows. We also had the North Star Water Media Society exhibit, 65-piece exhibit, and over 200 people attended the awards ceremony for that event. And that was the largest Arts Center exhibit in the history of the Arts Center, the Water Media Society exhibit. Girls Night Out event was hosted by Citizens Bank, and they raised $4,000 for the Lewis House that evening, and that's a domestic and violent shelter here in the Twin Cities. Billy Elliot also performed, and in mid-October, and this was featured on The Buzz on Fox Channel 9 News. National Night Out at the Heritage Center, included a puppet show and a luncheon, and the active adult volunteers served lunch to the families in attendance at that event. Also at the Heritage Center, we had a waffle breakfast. Again, it's a fundraiser for the active adults. And in October, a few programs closed up as a result of the weather. The Men's Golf League had 73 participants that finished up their league, along with the Biking Club, Pickleball Group, and the Motorcycle Club. Also at the Heritage Center, we had an ice cream social, which was put on by the Cowboy Hobo Show. And we are also selling Metro dining cards here at City Hall and at the Heritage Center, which is a fundraiser again for the active adults. It allows you to purchase one meal and get a second one free on a monthly basis at a number of the restaurants here in the South Metro area. And we also had some upgrades to the signage at the Heritage Center. As you can see, we've installed some signage that indicates the Historical Society, active adults, and Yellow Ribbon are a part of that facility, and each entity split the cost in that upgrade to the signage. And finally, we have the Heritage Center became a Silver and Fit facility, enabling those with certain insurance plans to utilize the fitness center at the Heritage Center free of charge. So that's another new program at the Heritage Center. A few upcoming events. At the Heritage Center, we have the Veterans Day presentation on North Platte Canteen. The DLBA will have their holiday lighting ceremony at Pioneer and Market Plazas at 6 p.m. on the 22nd, and Santa's Secret Store is December 3rd at the Heritage Center. So be happy to answer any questions.
Next highlighted item on the agenda is item number 7, public hearing on proposed assessments for city code violations. And to provide the background information on this agenda item is Finance Director Geraldine Erickson.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and council members.
Evening.
So this public hearing is covering the costs associated with removal of weeds, mowing of grass, and property maintenance on properties within the city of Lakeville where the property owners had failed to correct the violation. These costs will be assessed on the 2017 property taxes. The list that you did receive, we have received a number of payments on there, but we do include them just to make sure that all the payments clear, and we reserve our right to certify them to the taxes. With that, I don't have any other additions.
Item number 7 was approved by the Lakeville City Council. Next highlighted item on the agenda was item number 8, public hearing on the imposition of a service charge in Special Service District Number 1. And to begin a series of presentations, here's Finance Director Geraldine Erickson.
We do have a presentation from Ann Kunstler with the Downtown Lakeville Business Association, and she'll start this off with the presentation.
Okay, great.
Good evening, Mayor Little and members of the council. On behalf of Special Service District Number 1, also known as the Downtown Lakeville Business Association, we appreciate the opportunity to present our annual report to you this evening. We are supported by a board of directors, many of whom are in attendance tonight. Our current board includes Paul Haglund, President, Mark Hotzler, Vice President, James Kretsch, Director, Christina Murtaugh, Director, and Jane Hotzler, Proxy Director. We also have an advisory board made up of a group of property and business owners. Presently, those advisors are Nancy Smith, John Kosnick, Lisa Vossen, Megan Seiler, and Art Kozorodsky. We'd like to begin by thanking the City of Lakeville, the City Council, and Mayor Little for your continued support to the DLBA and to our businesses. Several new businesses opened or announced their plans to open in downtown Lakeville this year, and your assistance has been instrumental to them. You've supported us at membership meetings, assisted us in promoting community events happening in downtown, and have discussed with us future improvements to Holyoke Avenue. The DLBA continues to believe that a continued joint effort between our organizations is a necessary component towards the success of historic downtown. We are fortunate to have partnerships with many other community organizations as well, such as Lakeville Public Schools, Lakeville Community Education, and the Panaprac Committee. The mission of the Downtown Lakeville Business Association is to create a unique downtown business environment, which blends the cultural, historical, and economic opportunities of a rapidly growing community situated in a major metropolitan area. The Downtown Lakeville Business Association supports our downtown Lakeville businesses. We provide assistance through various means, including promotion through monthly newsletters, our website and social media, and promotional events. We facilitate conversation between many of our partners and business owners, and we encourage member communication and welcome discussion at our membership meetings. Several new initiatives were implemented by the DLBA this year. We sponsored the Lakeville Parks and Recreation Puppet Wagon, which brought more young families to downtown on Wednesday afternoons. We partnered with Lakeville Community Education to host a Ready, Set, Achieve event for the Lakeville Public Schools. Games, free pizza samples from Toppers, art projects from Watch Me Draw Art Studio, and other activities were provided in Pioneer Plaza. Over 400 students benefited from the school supplies that were collected at that event. The DLBA solicited more sponsorships this year to help with the increasing costs of our events. Sponsors such as Cub Foods, Rainbow Child Care Centers, Citizens Bank, Sterling Bank, Delmar Company, Kretsch Law Office, and Hobo ChemQuest worked with us for events like Black Bash and Holiday on Main. A DLBA subcommittee made up of myself and several downtown property owners worked with city staff this year to offer surveys and hold meetings with DLBA members asking for feedback on city proposals for the Holyoke Avenue Improvement Project. Members provided us with much direction for the 2017 project, which we hope the city finds useful in preparing the final plans. We implemented special Facebook campaigns, which, in addition to other efforts, raised our Facebook audience for the year by 160%. Last year, we had just become active on Twitter, and we now have over 350 followers. Our Downtown Lakeville website had over 11,000 new users over the last 12 months. The most visited pages on our site were our event pages and our business directory, with Dairy Delight, Perfectly Random 2, Ben Franklin, Kaleidoscope, and the Lakeville Area Arts Center receiving the most traffic. In addition to the promotions and marketing that the DLBA offered our businesses this year, we sponsored several events. Our businesses are encouraged to participate and promote themselves at these events. In the spring and summer months, the DLBA partnered with Lakeville Parks and Recreation for an Easter event at the Heritage Center. Our farmers market ran again on Wednesdays and Saturdays, which, as mentioned previously, included the addition of the puppet wagon just across the street in Pioneer Plaza. And our 4th annual Black Bash event took place on August 19th. With it came some rain this year. However, it still remained a successful event by bringing a lot of people downtown and filling our local establishments. During the fall and winter months, we promoted Small Business Saturday, hosted the holiday lighting ceremony in Pioneer Plaza, and organized Holiday on Main, which has become a community-wide holiday celebration for all ages. Finally, the DLBA worked with select retailers on special shopping events, such as a Girls' Night Out event and a Save a Buck shopping night, which both brought great traffic to downtown. And while not involved in the organization of events such as Panaprog or ACE's Green Egg Cooking Class, the DLBA promotes other community and business events taking place in the downtown area. Looking ahead, we have several new and continued goals designed to support our DLBA members. Our board has decided to put more emphasis into marketing downtown Lakeville, which will result in fewer events. Members have long desired the addition of more signage, directing visitors and newcomers to downtown Lakeville. We learned that increased signage for downtown was in many cases more important to our members than the streetscape updates. Their feeling is that Holyoke Avenue is not only a shopping and service district, but that it supports city parks, the Lakeville Area Arts Center, Lakeville Public Schools, and is a community gathering space offering much history. The DLBA hopes for continued conversation with the city to address this member request. Another major effort will include communication of details for the earlier mentioned Holyoke Avenue Improvement Project, which is scheduled for late summer 2017. We ask for continued support from the City of Lakeville as we work to reach these goals and grow and assist our small business community in historic downtown Lakeville. Thank you, Mayor Little and council members, for welcoming our annual presentation from the Downtown Lakeville Business Association. We greatly appreciate your consideration of our proposed budget this evening, and we welcome any questions or comments.
Item number 8 was approved by the Lakeville City Council. Well, those were the highlighted items presented to the council at their November 7th, 2016 meeting. If you have any questions or comments regarding these agenda items, please feel free to call City Hall. The number is 952-985-4400. Thanks for watching this edition of Lakeville City Council Wrap-Up.